This is a story for those who wish that they could truly read between the lines of the book they were reading and see the world of the story through the eyes of the author. For those who wish that they could make nonfiction from fiction. For those who wish that dreams were true. This is a story of a group of wayward friends who came together from the far reaches of two worlds to come together and to help make dreams reality. This is Hazeltown Story. Hello and welcome to Hazeltown Story, episode 38. This is the fifth part of our Tom's Diner little mini arc. So if you are just joining us now for the first time, you probably want to go and start at least with the start of this arc, or at least with the start of the show. So with that, that's what we're doing. We are obviously going to continue where we left off, and where we left off. Basically, our crew was looking into the Dancing Queen, a local discotheque, to see if there was possibly any connection to the spying business that's been going on. And they ran into someone somewhat kind of interesting, a horse lady by the name of Somnia, who happens to be Lila's girlfriend. So that's where we left off. Anyway, that's pretty much, it for what's going on. We are going to continue right where they left off there. No updates that as far as I can think of. We definitely are going to have episodes for a while. One thing that I did actually, I was kind of curious how it's going to go, is the fact that with this new schedule of switching between Hazeltown Story Media Delta, that means that I have a huge backlog of of Hazeltown Story episodes. Not including this one, I have 4 episodes ready, or 4 episodes worth of content, which is about a month and a half. So I need to figure out how I want to split up episodes going forward, because I don't think it's going to work out at 3. So your episodes might be getting, after the next one, might be getting more longer, so to speak. So that's really all I have for an update. So let's get on with the introductions and the show.
So I'm Axe, and I play Aria Stragelle. Pronouns are they, them. Very tall cat doctor / mortician who also has an otter familiar. Next.
Bob. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Hello, I am Bobinator. I am playing Ferrus D'Ettero. That would be a he, him. He is a TV host for TV adventure survival program Whole Wild World, and he is currently here on location to change up the show a little bit.
All right, I'm Carnival. I'm playing Yuhar Govenin, they, them. They're a retired psychic pirate from the South China Sea.
I'm, of course, Deathmaster 780. I am playing Bobby, whose pronouns are he, him, the opposite of mine. Is a businessman of some sorts. He also has a guitar, and he's not afraid to use it.
I'm TorpidTypist. I'm playing Iravia, she, her. And she is basically a drifter who's good at 3 things: drinking, eating, and kicking ass.
Yes.
I've been staying here for the time being.
And now with that done, let's get on with the episode.
Oh, Jesus.
So, what harebrained scheme are you all up to?
I told you, I don't know what they're planning on doing. I'm just saying hi.
She just kind of laughs to herself. What was that?
I said, whose girlfriend is this?
We'll find out in a moment.
I know whose it is, but
I know who it is, but yeah, it's out of character, so.
So she's like, yeah, so
So why do you immediately assume we're up to something? We collectively, even though they're the ones being idiots.
Because I know the kind of stupid shit my girlfriend Lila gets involved into.
Oh.
It's some real stupid shit.
I
You're
had
right.
a feel, just wasn't sure.
It's really dumb shit. In my defense, I've done nothing wrong.
That's a lie.
She just kind of looks at you and is like,
To be fair, none of them have heard about Tassin going to jail yet.
Tassin's fat ass. Booty thicker than a milkshake.
Can we hear this discussion going on?
Not quite, because I imagine it's slightly over.
But you are seeing Iravia occasionally point at you and also just grab this woman by the shoulder.
So we can. Yuhar's kind of just knows the beats well enough to yell, "That's a lie."
I don't know what Yuhar's talking about.
So Sonya just kind of backs up for a second. He's like, okay, I figure you're up to something, and if you're asking about the appointment, let me just say, since you're probably going to find out anyway, I'm a therapist.
Huh.
What I'm doing is on my job. And I'd request that you keep that confidential.
Okay.
But you would have found out anyway.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just
that's
doing my
fine.
job.
I'm not going to ask you what you did yet. I'm just saying we didn't know. We were told it was a business meeting.
Business
John
of a
over
sort.
there John was saying it was a business meeting. That's all we knew. So I was curious as to what kind of business this man might be doing.
We had an appointment.
Okay.
It's some people like to take it in their office because it makes them a little bit more, calm.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Privacy, all that. I get it.
So, and she just kind of like, that's all I can tell you ethically. So
I'm aware, and given that you're Lila's girlfriend and this could impact me business-wise, I will not beat you up for it. So it's fine.
good. And she just kind of backs up and is like, well, nice to meet you, and just kind of walks away.
Have a good day. Tell Lila
She
I
waves
said
back.
hi.
Her wave back turns into a thumbs up, and she leaves.
Let's go back to the bar. That was fruitless.
All right. Well, I guess is it time? I guess it's time
Also,
for us to do our thing.
Yuhar, be glad you didn't go in for the brain bore, because that would have made things really awkward.
All right. Fine.
That was Lila's girlfriend.
Ah. Okay. You were right. I'll admit that one. You were right for that one to hold me back.
I kind of was like, I could have some fun with that one. But yes. Though, I mean, he's clear.
To be fair, we should approach him, but also, I was gonna say, to be clear, my stance is that the brain bore is the nuclear option. You only
What
do
is
it
the
if
brain
everything
bore?
else.
So Yuhar is a telepath.
Okay, I get it. I'd rather not do that if we can help it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's weird, and it could horribly backfire more than usual.
How much does it usually backfire?
I
I don't
haven't had
think
a, I haven't had a chance
to use it.
Oh no, I meant more than our usual shenanigans.
Yes. How do you want to open Pandora's box, or do you not?
You say that, but it's like we kind of step on the box anyway.
You just kick
Do
it open.
you want to piss straight up and see if you get wet or not?
So is
The
this guy
answer
ready
is
to meet
no.
us?
We should probably approach him.
Yeah,
I'll let you guys do the talking this time, though.
makes sense.
All right, so I guess we'll head back to the bar, the disco.
We'll head over to the guy's
But-
office, really.
Yeah. So you'd probably want to head to his office because he's in his office.
Right.
So I take it you all kind of go up to the office and just kind of knock on the door. All right, I guess, because he doesn't have like a secretary or anything. He just has.
I'll do the knocking. I'll knock very loudly.
He's like, yeah, who is it?
I will introduce myself. I will say I'm Ferrus D'Ettero from the Whole Wild World show.
So as you go into the office, you see someone who looks like he's in your early 30s. He is a lynx. Let's see, kind of bluish gray fur. He's kind of average body type, but his hair is kind of long with like kind of styled looking, dressed in kind of fancy clothing. And he's just kind of sitting on his couch, or a couch that is in his office, and he's like, what might you want to be doing here?
That's a good
So-
question.
First off, I'm going to give him another promotional packet, for the show and all. I will reach out to shake his hand.
He goes for the shake and takes it.
I will tell him that I am, doing a new episode about this town, and I figured I should give him a quick interview and ask about his club and make that part of the episode. Ask about his disco, I should say.
So he goes and he's like, well, that's interesting, but I guess I can give you a brief introduction. So, yeah, name's Ember. And this, he just kind of gesticulates towards a window that's in his office. This is the Dancing Queen. Used to be just recently turned into a discotheque. Just used to be kind of more of a not really fancy like dance hall. But now we've turned it into a modern discotheque, just like some of the other ones that are popping up all over this part of the globe. And we're trying to, modernize and just try to get on with the latest trends. And it seems like it's been a pretty big hit. We're pretty popular.
I guess I'll ask him what he thinks contributes to that popularity, what he thinks he's doing better than everyone else.
Well, I tend to be on kind of the cutting edge of this kind of technology and just I have a kind of a keen eye or a keen ear for what I feel is going to be the more modern music. It's going to be the newest hits. And I seem to be pretty accurate.
So ask me think it's the music that gives him the edge in this sort of thing.
I guess.
Just a quick note, I'm still writing all this down.
All right.
I'm going to ask him about what his clientele are like, what he thinks of them.
Well, I mean, my clientele is interesting sort. Mostly the kind of, that older teen to the young adults kind of range. Tend to be a little odd sometimes, but you know what? That kind of makes it a little bit more interesting.
What
I
does
can't
he
really
mean
complain about people that give me money.
What does he mean when he says odd?
The people who are on the kind of the latest trends that you don't quite understand.
I mean, yeah, anyone willing to listen to disco is clearly odd.
Hey,
I'm going to give her another look.
Yuhar, I have worked with you. I know that 100%.
you're not wrong, but you shouldn't say it.
He just kind of looks at your group and is like, okay.
I think
Oh, so what were you saying?
just thinking out of character real quick. What sort of thing?
Like,
I guess what I need to ask is, does he get a lot of older people on the older end? Is it popular with them?
You occasionally get some people who are trying to figure out what the hell this place is, but not really. It's mostly younger people.
And I guess I should ask him if he probably gets a lot of strange types here, right?
You bet.
Yeah, they like disco.
I guess I should ask him what more unusual people who come here are like.
Oh, kind of ex-hippies. Or modern hippies, I guess. People that are into all sorts of odd things.
So a bunch of burnouts.
Bunch of burnouts, yeah. Usually those are older customers.
I will be surprised at that and say I figured that a place like this, all modern happening, probably get a lot of people from all over the world, a lot of strange places and all that.
Yeah, I've seen people from all over here.
I guess ask him anywhere interesting in particular.
Nothing in particular interesting.
Just kind of nod slowly. I'm sorry, I'm thinking out of character for a second. What else to ask?
Does anyone else want to ask a question?
I can't think of anything
Yeah, I was
that.
gonna say, Iravia's gonna elbow Aria, just like, what about the card?
Yeah, that would probably be.
Is
I'm a little conservative with the card because I don't want.
Yeah, I was going to say, as your GM, do you want to play the card? Not saying that you shouldn't. But
I
remember,
mean, like, again, if this goes loud, like, Yuhar and Aravia could probably just take that down in this scenario just fine.
There is a chair in this room. That's all I need to say.
All right, let's check out the card and see if they know anything. So I pull out the card and I walk up and I shake their hand, or I put my hand out to shake their hand and I say hello and I introduce myself as Aria.
they return and like, hello.
Would this card mean anything to you? And I show them the card front and back.
He just takes it and is like, he just kind of looks at it, and you see him look slightly concerned, and is like, I don't think I've seen this card. That's weird. Where'd you find this?
This was nearby.
He's just kind of looking at it, is like, that's strange. I don't know any Leland off the top of my head.
What's your name, by the way?
Ember.
Oh yeah, you've got the name.
Because isn't the cards for the dancing?
Hold on. Were you talking about the card that Yuhar found or the
I found?
Oh, okay. Right. Okay, never mind. So let's wrap around. Okay, so
Rewind.
rewind. Rewind in Hazeltown story too. So he takes the card. He looks and he's like, well, this must have been. Yeah, that's my card, all right. Not certain what's on the back though.
I'll ask him. He doesn't recognize the symbol.
This isn't that card.
Never mind.
This was the one that was found in the park. That we found him. So I was like, the numbers don't really ring a bell. So
And kind of just look at Iravia and see what kind of reaction she makes.
Should I roll?
I was gonna say you could try again because this is a new scene.
Try again.
Well, I can't say it in character, but that's me asking Iravia if we should show the symbol to him.
Also, we're not giving him the card, just showing him the card.
Yeah, just showing him the card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, God, no. That was never the play.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so he looks at it, he's like, oh, okay, that's my card. Don't know what good use it would be for you.
I was just curious. Also, does he have a window in his office?
Yes, he does.
I'm gonna go look at it.
It looks out over into the club.
Okay. I was wondering if he had one to the outside.
He does not have one to the outside.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna take a risk here. I'm gonna ask him if he ever remembers seeing any strange symbols around here, because he'll say he thought he saw one, but he wasn't sure what it was about.
Well,
And
that
you
was
figured he
back
might
when I
know.
thought it was the other card.
Yeah, show him the card with the symbols on it, and then we can get to
You
that.
sure we want to show it to him? We can.
Well, you just got the view of what would happen when you did on accident.
All right. Okay, I guess we're going to show him the card, the triple I symbol on it.
And he's like, okay, God, that's weird. I don't know any Leland, and I don't know what that symbol is. Very odd.
I will shrug and I will thank him anyway.
This will probably backfire, but while you're pointing out, I kind of want to try just getting another good look at it.
All right.
So
Sure. Yuhar will also try another look at it because it's bothering.
Okay. Both of you get a boost die, and both of you roll a easy knowledge occult.
Boom.
Thank you. Okay. So Ravia, you take a look at that eye, and so do you, Yuhar, as well. You both remember seeing that symbol during the mission involving the cults. You recognize that the 3i symbol as the logo for Cassiopeia, which is basically the drug cult.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
that's who it was.
Nah. So Bobby would have recognized it too.
Buddy, Ember, You might want to crack down on drugs being traded on your club.
Yeah, you have a problem going on in your place. Oh boy.
Does he?
Sir, does the name Cassiopeia recognize? You recognize that at all, Nathan?
You see him kind of look a little bit like it's like Cassiopeia. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, I mean, if you know, you know. And do you know?
You see him look. You see him look somewhat concerned, and you see him think down for a moment. He's like, "Yes, I know who it is."
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. You've made this much easier for yourself.
I will just kind of look confused and ask who what is.
We'll tell you later.
So he goes to sit down on his couch, and he's like, "Look, I don't so much. They're not, as far as I know, they're not dealing out of this. As far as I know, I gave them a space to have their little meetings or whatever, and I might have joined them occasionally, once or twice, but we keep it out of the club,
I mean,
at
you
least out of the
realize
main club.
they're responsible for killing people, right? You realize that.
Wait, I thought that was
This
that
is
was
not.
yes, that was
No.
Cygnus.
Okay.
No,
They were
no,
involved in the incident, so I just figured.
Yeah,
No, these are not the white supremacist people. These are the drug
The-
hippie dudes.
Okay.
these are the hippies that we crashed until we needed.
Oh,
to.
okay.
But it's like, look. Let me put your fears at rest here. We're not here to bust you, so you can just calm down about that. But we might need to be talking to them for a larger problem that they might be connected to.
Oh, what's that?
They're fucking idiots.
I mean, yes, but let's just say our friend Uncle Sam might be doing some of their favorite activities in foreign countries.
You think that like someone's trying to think that we're like this club's part of their trading?
I will tell him just very plainly that we think there's a spy somewhere in this club, and we're not sure who it is.
It's like you think that someone's spying on us?
Not
Right.
you specifically. Just.
You-
Sorry, Axe. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say they might be using your building as a cover for their activities.
Now,
Go ahead.
he just kind of thinks like, well, what evidence you got on this, or what makes you think this?
Let's just say we found listening devices in other facilities in the park. So we have reason to suspect the entire area is compromised. So
One of the areas we led to was your discotheque, and kind of shake the card as kind of like an indicator that it was part of the trail.
He just kind of sits down and thinks about it. He's like, well, I don't know what to do to tell you. This is the first time hearing of this. But
I'm gonna. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna pull out the notes that we made on our possible subjects. I'm gonna show it to him, and I'm gonna ask if any of these people look familiar to him.
Oh, let's see. Not super familiar. Let's see. I don't really mingle around the crowd, so I'm not certain if I'm going to help. But
What about staff?
Staff might be able to help a little bit more.
like
No, do these look like any of your staff?
Doesn't look like any of my staff.
is there also a floor manager or for night shifts that other than you, or do you just basically stay here for the entire periods of work?
It's basically me. At least I'm the most consistent.
Have any of your staff reported anything out of the ordinary?
We get reports of a lot of weird activity, but nothing that sounds like any spy things.
No, nobody that's kind of come and gone multiple times, probably around like the same time.
Nothing really out of the ordinary, unfortunately.
Do you mind if we look around? I know we seem like strangers, but if you call D-Pass and ask for Toby, he could tell you we're on the level.
I mean, I'm not a fan of having D-Pass around here, but I
mean,
get
we're
you.
not D-Pass. Yes.
I get you.
Like a bunch of rent-a-cops.
I guess he just kind of thinks is like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna tell you because if I have you look around and if you know what's going on, if you know what's going on, so if you go in the back, you'll kind of by the bathrooms, you will see a door that has a padlock on it. It has a combination lock. He takes a slip of paper and gives it to you. It's like, this is the combination to the lock. It'll take you to a basement. That's where we've had the meetings.
Okay.
I'll just give it to you so you don't break something down.
Oh, you're a smart man.
You are one of the smartest people we've dealt with in our line of business. Congratulations, sir. And
Look.
Yuhar shakes Ember's hand.
It's like, look, it's like, I see you, and you together. None of you look like you make a group, but if you're all a group, something's up, and I'm not going to mess with you.
Look, if there is a chair in the vicinity, everyone's at danger anyway.
Once again, you are one of the smartest people we've had the fortune of appearing with. So thank you, sir.
He just kind of says, like, no problem, I guess.
I'm just going to squint at him and just tell him I hope he understands. I maybe skip over this place.
Look, I understand.
We appreciate your cooperation, and we'll keep it on the down low. I promise.
All right.
And so we head downstairs and I guess cut to DM.
Yeah. So let's say that yes, we can go back to DM because Toby had been like, this is well after an hour, so Toby has kind of eyed the place and just kind of looked around and just kind of sees Bobby kind of working or just kind of playing with the guitar and just kind of walks up and is like, just kind of sits down next to him. I was like, oh, I couldn't really see anything in particular.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It's like, well, so we can keep an eye, but don't know what exactly we can do.
Don't worry about it. Bobby and the others will figure something out.
All right. Well, if you need any help, I guess reach out again like you did before. Your friend, don't worry, we're keeping Tassin safe for now. We're not like looking to charge him. Yes, I remember what happened last time, but still, we're gonna keep an eye on him. But he's not going like anywhere yet.
Wait, how does Toby know that? Did anyone tell him?
I would imagine he would have found out. Or probably, I don't know if he would have found out actually.
Well, who would have told him?
I mean, I would have thought after you guys told Theron might have given a note up maybe.
Yeah, possibly. That would make sense.
I suppose. Well, guess I'll be seeing you, officer. Unless you want to stay for the show.
Oh, unfortunately, I got work to do. So he heads off. Let's just say that, at this point, like the open mic or the open mic kind of thing has started, and you can perform.
Oh, good. Bobby will wait his turn. Hang out with the other musicians. Several of them. He's been here before.
How about this? Do me a favor and roll a percentage roll or percentage die.
All right. 59.
All right. So with that, you see in the musicians, you see a familiar face. You see in a kind of rather plain dress, looking like she just came off of a shift or that she's doing part-time as a teacher. You see Rhapsody there. She is among one of the musicians that are playing.
Yes, Bobby will kind of wave at her.
She sees you and she waves back. But she's still waiting her turn, and I guess she was in a conversation.
Yeah, so was Bobby, so yeah. Just wait for each other's conversations to wrap up before they say something.
Essentially, so yeah, we can wait for the things to wrap up, and then Rhapsody will come over to you and just kind of say, "Oh, I didn't realize that you played guitar."
Oh my, yes. Every once in a while.
How long have you been playing?
Oh, about 20 years or so now.
Oh, geez.
Business keeps me away from doing as often as I like, but I try to get out here every once in a while to do a show.
Oh, yeah. I kind of I just got off break, or I just got off my shift, and I like to come here and just get a little bit of practice with my my little toy here. And she holds up a smaller guitar case that houses a ukulele.
Now Bobby will point out his bigger guitar case and say, "Yeah, I know a thing or two about the string instruments."
Yeah, they tend to be my favorite.
Yes. And of course, I happened to get lucky today, because work and guitar crossed paths.
Oh?
It's there and told you what's happening lately.
I've heard a brief little bit about it. You think that have you found anything going on?
Not here. If we did, we'll have to check later. Unfortunately, Bobby kind of scratches his nose and mumbles, "Casson's in jail."
Oh, that's interesting.
But that's not Bobby's problem. For now, Bobby's got some music to do.
Oh, well, have a good set.
Yes. Afterwards, I can introduce you to some friends. Have you met the Tuesday triplets?
I don't think I have.
Yes. Trio of a cappella heavy metal musicians. Excellent stuff.
I'm sorry, what? Are they Von Canto?
Sure.
She just kind of looks as like, okay, that sounds interesting. And then she kind of sits down.
All right. And Bobby will go do his set.
All right.
He says,
Howdy,
y'all. Y'all having a good time?
How about we just do it that you do your set?
Yes.
So you do your set. It lasts about, how long do you think? Like what, like 15, 20 minutes?
Only 3 minutes. It's only like one song a piece per person.
All right, fair enough.
He does an acoustic gender bent honky tonk badonky donk.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So, do me a favor, and once you are going off the stage, do me a favor and roll perception for me.
All right. What difficulty?
Let's make that a let's make that a let's make that a average.
All right. 2 threats.
So you roll 2 threat. So you kind of look out over the crowd and you don't really see anything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you get off the set and you are now can go on your merry way.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you plan on doing after that?
Does anyone else in the group have a cell phone?
That would be up to them.
Wait, we have cell phones?
Yes.
Certainly.
I sure as fuck don't.
I think Yuhar probably does.
Um,
Or-
can I say I have one? I'm a celebrity.
Yeah. You could say that, yeah.
All right. So Yuhar and Ferrus.
Yeah.
All right. So Bobby, once he's done set's going to call Yuhar.
Yep.
Tassin's in jail.
Okay.
I will ask what they got busted for.
Yeah, I put it on speakerphone, so.
Oh, right,
They
sorry.
got busted for obscene noise while trying to go invisible.
They fart?
No.
Oh.
Fortunately, Toby's the one who arrested them, so they should be fine, I guess.
Good riddance.
Fortunately, we weren't able to determine anything about the theater yet.
So we may have. You remember that drug cult from when we did the island adventure?
I sure do.
They might be involved in this too.
I'm going to tell him I'm going to need explanation on all this.
Right.
It's exactly a cult that believes that likes drugs, really.
Higher understanding through drugs, yada yada yada.
Consciousness or some garbage, I don't know.
Some they made a deal with some white supremacists for like I think some like initial capital, and things got in over their head. They got beat up. We stopped the white supremacists before they could do something bigger.
Well, you helped solve a thing that they did.
Right, we
Yeah.
solved the crime and stopped them from doing something bigger.
Yes.
So
You helped foil a kidnapping.
point being is that if they're involved, because they apparently have some spot at the bottom of the discotheque that they go and partake in the drugs. So, knowing this, I figure we've got whatever country is probably involved is using them to do drug running because, of course, this cult never learns that don't make plays with things bigger than you.
Ferrus is just going to just kind of grab his head and just sigh real deep and say it's one thing to get involved in international espionage, but he really, really didn't sign up for getting involved in drug cults.
Oh, the drug cults are tame.
At the very least, we know the drug cult is operating out of the discotheque in some manner.
Yeah. I mean, also, they're largely harmless, just idiots.
Yeah, no, like, they're very kind people. Just, they keep making deals with things bigger than they are.
It's all the drugs, really.
Look, heaven forbid one of them finds some wizardry, and then things could get actually bad.
Anyway, do y'all need help at the hell place? Or y'all good?
I'm going to mention that if we're getting into like drug cult territory, maybe we should get a hold of D-Pass and let them know about this.
No, we promised we wouldn't.
Besides, go ahead.
Know enough to really give them any information other than we know that they've been in the area. We don't really have anything concrete.
Well, we haven't checked out the basement yet.
But also, like, they haven't fucked up yet. They're just doing drugs in the basement.
Yeah.
Also, I know that this is not. I don't know whether or not this is proper GM etiquette, but one thing I might recommend is that since some time has passed, you could try going over to the cafe again and see if anyone else from that list has shown up.
Oh, that is a good idea. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we could do that.
No.
Just giving you
will head there.
Yeah, just giving you the option if you want to split up and do something again. I think we probably have enough for another we could do another split again if you want.
I'm sticking around in case the basement, but I would understand if anyone wanted to head out for now.
Yeah, I'm heading to the basement, but if you guys do what your plan is.
I feel like I've seen enough of the discotheque. I'll check out the diner again.
All right. So let me just so I know who all is going where. So Aria, where you're going to the diner? Ferrus, where are you going?
I guess I should go to the diner too. I don't think we should get any reason to go to the library anymore.
Yuhar?
We're checking out the basement.
Okay. Bobby?
Going to the diner.
Okay, and then Iravia, you're going to the basement?
Hell yeah.
All right. So since we were just over at the discotheque, let's go back to the diner. it is around 1:00, and you see the diner is a little bit busier than it usually is. So let me take a look at something. Okay.
Since he'll probably arrive there before Aria and Ferrus probably will get a table.
Also, DM, I remember that song that you posted, and I hate it. I hate that I remember this song. I know how it sounds too, and it's playing in my head, and I hate it so much right now.
Great Eagles.
It's a terrible song. You cursed me.
All right. So let's see. Okay. We're gonna go. And yeah. Okay. So you can get a table. You see that's busy. Do you all sit together?
Sure.
do you-
Why not?
Okay.
You all kind of go over, or like you all get a table, and you see that's busy. As you're kind of going out, you kind of just sit down. Is there anything you want to do?
I want to look around and see if anybody matches any of the descriptions that we have.
Can I assist with that?
Yes, you can. So since this really doesn't, I'm going to do it this way to make it so that I can get you as basically as good as results you can get. This is going to sound a little bit finicky. I want you to pick someone who you think who has the best perception among you. So you might want to do that first.
All right. Well, I've got a level 3 perception. That's 3 yellows.
Okay, you're definitely the best then.
Yeah, I was going to say you are definitely the best. Okay, so Aria, what I want you to do is I want you to basically roll progressively harder rolls. So start with a 1 purple, then a 2 purple, then 3 purple until you fail.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so there's a 1. So 3 success and advantage. The second one is a success, had 2 successes. Hold on. I gotta manually count this one. Screw it, that's a success. Just
okay, so let's go.
Roll a 4. Okay,
there
that's
we
a
go.
failure. Okay. So you rolled essentially a 3 level check. I will say that as you kind of see, if you kind of take a look, and I'll bring the picture back. Well, I should have brought the picture back up. Why is that not bringing the picture back up? Because I'm in the wrong thing. There we go. So, what from your location, you see sitting kind of on the, let's call it the west side, looking over the park. You see someone that could potentially match this Christopher person that's on your list. A stocky, balding white human in his late 40s, dressed in, let's just say, basically that he looks like he's wearing something that looks like it would be in the cover of an LL Bean catalog. You also would see you do also happen to see you do happen to see someone that could also match the kind of short another shortish whitish human with curly hair. Looks like she could be in her early 60s. Who is also writing in a notebook that is kind of just in the not really looking at anything in particular. She looks like she's busy with her work. You also see let's see. You also see having a conversation the people that that could be listed as Reginald and Bentley. So
wow.
Reginald, who is listed as a who is a tall, kind of toned lion man who is in his early kind of mid 40s, kind of looking into the place, just kind of doing people watching. He is dressed in a he's dressed in more like simple clothes, and a very portly elk man who is in his early 30s, also kind of chatting with him. He is dressed up in a suit, and you do see those people here.
All right. So I mentioned to the group that I've seen 4 people that matched the people on our list, and I list off Christopher, Reginald Bentley, and an unnamed person.
Bobby will look Reginald's way and go,
What I'm going to quietly suggest is we split up to different tables closer to them, and we each try to listen in on them.
What were you saying, Death?
Bobby's just going, All right, fine, I'll do it. I'll take the lion man. My arm into it, will you?
I guess I'll take Bentley.
Well, they're right next to each other, so I don't know if...
Okay. I guess Christopher then.
Oh, fine. Bobby will do it. He can take on 2 guys at once.
I'm not sure how I feel about this new direction you're taking, Bobby, but I'll guess I'll let it roll. And then I guess, Aria, you'll kind of take on the old lady?
The unnamed person, yeah.
Yes.
And I guess I'll listen to Christopher.
Okay. How do I want to do this? Thank you for listening to Hazeltown Story. If you would like to get updates on this show and many other shows hosted by me, LoloDePuzlo, you can follow at Hazeltown Story on Twitter, and if you would like to get to know me more from a personal standpoint, you can follow my personal Twitter at LoloDePuzlo. If you would like to watch this be recorded live, you can go to twitch.tv/LoloDePuzlo and follow the channel for notifications of when this show, as well as other shows like Retro Rank Rhapsody, are being recorded. If you would like to add this podcast to your podcatcher of choice, you can search for WLDP Hazeltown Radio and find us on most major podcatching search engines. Or you can manually add rss.hazeltown.life to your podcatcher. Thank you for listening, and I hope you come around for the next episode.